And let's see if we can actually do any more than this. Like, what we want to do is something like this. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit better. So this will be a little self-contained unit down here that we can just forget ever existed. Let's see. We could throw more up there. $68. Our city has a slum tag on it now. I don't see where you're talking about. Or just having some slums prevents immigration. I was gonna get more population over there, and then I was probably gonna start improving some of these areas a little bit. Because if I've got enough money, I can just, you know, pop down a whole bunch of random stuff. So let's see, Ra is displeased. So let's get a Temple to Ra over there. And we're gonna need some shrines to Osiris. So we'll do that. So they've got some religion going on here. Some shrines to Bast as well. Oh yeah, we're getting all the shrines heading up here. And then good old Osiris needs some more shrines too. Excellent. That's looking better. So yeah, we're starting to get the mastabas laid down. Probably gonna need some more workers here for our construction guild. So we'll get one out there. And that's pretty much going to solve our population requirements. So yeah, that's actually probably going to cause problems for us, just because of how many more people are showing up in the city. But we did have, you know, unemployment problems, so maybe that's just what we needed to have happen. Alright, Pharaoh needs game meat. Well, we have plenty of game meat, so let's send him some. And let's also, yeah, make sure we have like a bricklayers guild. Another one maybe, just to have enough. Yeah, we're gonna make Egypt great again. You're trying to build the pyramids? I tell you, we're gonna build the pyramids. We're gonna build them We're gonna build them fast. We're gonna build them so fast that the Canaanites aren't gonna know what hit them. All right, let's bump it up to 90. You're gonna be saying, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, I'm tired of winning. And Pharaoh's gonna look down and he's gonna say, no, you're gonna build another damn pyramid. The cattle farm is screwing everything up. This place is just so awful. Love it. So let's improve the desirability of this area by just building stuff. Just throw some shrines down to Ra and just go nuts with it. Everybody's like, "Oh my God! Look at all they just added all these shrines. We gotta make our houses cooler." A certain design for city blocks. I'm trying to just put 6 in here, and then I'm trying to do like some little retarded crap at the end, and it's not working. And I should probably, like, you know, sit down and actually figure out a good city block design, and and then actually follow that. But you know, I'm not about that. So I might be forced to actually come up with a better city design. But the game has not made me do that yet, so I haven't, like, freaked out about it. Like, I had to do that with trade. Like, I had to sit down and be like, okay, what the heck am I supposed to trade in these maps? And that was fine. Alright, so we got this one building, and this one is not building. Why? 3 out of 10. Well, fine, we'll just make another Bricklayers Guild and throw it in a random location. Totally inefficient, but nobody cares. And these are fancy residences. Nice. So let's take a look at our admin tax income. These guys, 79. Yeah, so these guys are generating quite a bit of cash money for us. Which is what we are trying to do, is get some of these residences having all sorts of cool stuff going on. What are these guys having problems with? Pottery. We're running out of pots. Well, why don't we go to our Minister of Commerce and make sure we're not exporting pots too aggressively? You know, take that up to like 2,000. Kind of like we did with beer to stabilize our supply of booze. Oh yeah, like I did not keep any of this. Like just look at this area. It's like the brewmasters are right next to our towns. It's not really a great idea. And like these guys are next to the cattle farms. And they're like, oh man, this place sucks. And be like, well yeah, it obviously sucks. Like, just look at it. And these guys are all pissed that no local religious facilities, so we'll throw a temple down to Ra, but we can't because of reasons. So we'll just throw a road down here, just because I don't really care. And maybe these guys, now that they can pray, will be happier. And we can always just be like, you know what, this house sucks. We're gonna replace your house with like a little pickle man thing. And then everybody's like, oh man, I didn't like those people that lived in that house. That's fine. So we're still rolling in money, as we should. What are you guys all angry about? The dock. The dock is pissing you off. They're like, oh man, this dock is the worst. It's like, well, you know what, you guys live on an island. Nobody likes you. You can keep your gripes to yourself. And these guys, yeah, they're also bitching about the dock. Well, why don't we just throw down some shrines to Ra? If all you guys are gonna do is bitch about stuff, then we'll just keep throwing down beautiful things until you stop bitching about it. You guys are gonna get a giant bird. So, congratulations, you now live in Bird Town, right next to all the archers who cannot kill a hippo. Yeah, that Pickle Man thing is definitely my favorite statue. And we're not going to get rid of that dock. We're not going to get rid of that dock because it's a monument to my ignorance. And so it's going to stay there. It's going to stick around. And everybody is going to love me. Alright. You guys get weird blue lion lady. Is that the chicken duck woman thing? Yeah. There's a lot of horrible weird things. Yeah, the Pickle Man is this thing that it's like an alligator crossed with a chicken crossed with a man. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, if anything in this game deserves a statue, it's those frickin' hippos. 'Cause those hippos are just monsters. Evil, evil hippos. So these guys are all pissed off about just like how the area is not very nice to look at. So we'll just slap down more stuff. Here you go. Have some more shrines. And we're at a really high population now. We're at 4,600, so we're doing pretty well. We're actually at 3% unemployment. So my concern now is that I might actually just like make the city too nice, and then we're gonna run out of food, and then cause like some mass shortage of labor. So probably what we should do is just kind of declare victory right here, and make sure we got like all of our stuff taken care of, which it looks like we do. And then what we'll do is kind of like start paying ourselves like a whole bunch of money, like, you know, a chancellor's salary, and just turn this thing on like a bajillion speed. The mastaba is finished. Alright, we got 1 out of 3. Malaria? Well, let's see, what's our health looking like here with this apothecary? Wait a minute, what? What are our apothecaries like? Health and sanitation, we'll just set you as priority 1. Why? These apothecaries are doing a really awful job over here, obviously. We'll just throw another one on there. It's just, everyone wants to live here. Why are these guys not? They need more pottery. Alright, so we need limestone for Pharaoh. Very good. Fire in the city. Alright, well that was not a very big fire. Obviously our fire marshals were able to put it out real quick. It's also another thing, like when you turn the game on like super speed, what I notice is a lot of stuff like stops working properly all the time. Or at least it starts working in odd ways, which you don't see on some of the slower settings. Sometimes I've seen that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me with chronic problems, blowing the hell out of everything that I'm doing, and I ignore them, and then I turn them on 100 speed. I'm like, oh god, everything is screwed, and I didn't know it. Employees needed. Well, I guess that's true. Let's make sure my kingdom's standing. Your kingdom is the best rated in all of Egypt. Alright, well, if that's the case, then we're going to start pilfering even more money. We're going to pay ourselves a pharaoh's salary. And just like... we'll have like $1 billion in our mansion by the time we're finished with all this. 900 game meat. Alright, Pharaoh. We have no game meat. Alright, so we need game meat. Let's stockpile the game meat. Fill half the yard. Well, we did also... we probably need like another hunting lodge here. I will throw. And let's stockpile game meat. Real quick. Game meat. Stockpile. Yeah, there's a few things that'd be nice, like mouse wheel working on some of those menus would be pretty baller, but the game is the game. The gameplay keeps going and prevents the other pop-ups? What? Well, it actually stops the game, but was there like some special thing you can
With the fields underwater,
you can click on?
Now for glory everlasting.
But then your city could burn down. Alright, so compliance is now possible. Wait, what? Compliance is not possible. I told you to stockpile that stuff. Alright, good. I think even though I was stockpiling it, people were taking it out of the granary. I mean the area. So stockpiling doesn't do what I think it does. Well, Kento 456, you're a cheater, and you should feel bad, and you're a horrible person. Let's put this thing back on ultra speed. 4,600 bucks, hell yeah. So we're gonna finish with this mastaba here. Or are we already finished with it? Ah, that mastaba is finished, so we just have this one left. You know, I am not convinced that... I think we need a road going out to this place. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Definitely needed a road. Wait, that road is not... What? These guys aren't able to walk over here now for some reason. Alright. Well, screw this farm then. Yeah, they're having trouble walking over here. Eh. Why did I even have that to begin with? That little thing. If we don't actually need it. Alright, and this should go up super quick. Because we got plenty of workers and plenty of bricks. We'll just slam this mastaba out. Alright, let's take a look at our overseer monuments. We need luxury goods and granite. So let's deposit those. Let's deposit all the wood. We need 800 luxury goods. Of course, after we just drained all of our limestone, we need more. So we need granite. And we need luxury goods. Well, let's just granite and import 32 granite. We do not have a trade route to a place that has granite. This is the only place with granite? All right. So we can get those. We need 32 blocks. We need 800 of luxury goods. Okay, so where's a place here? Let's make sure you can accept luxury goods. And let's import those luxury goods. So we want 800 of them. Do citizens use luxury goods? Or do we just import them? Compliance is now possible. Excellent. Well, we definitely don't want to give any luxury goods to our people. Overseer of monuments. Let's just make sure we've dispatched all those and all that. Alright, so we've almost finished. We've almost finished the level. People are very pleased. People are pleased. Let's double check our kingdom standing. And nobody cares that we're paying ourselves $1 bajillion. Last year we lost money. Yes, we lost money because we were paying ourselves a shitload of cash. So we'll be much more prosperous after all this shenaniganery. And these guys are just gonna keep killing hippos over and over and over again. Alright, let's double check our overseer monuments. Alright, we can totally dispatch all the granite and all the luxury goods. And we can stop importing all that. So we don't need that, and we don't need that. Awesome. Why are these guys getting all pissed all the time? They're still... These guys just can't seem to figure out what they're doing with their lives. Like, are we upgrading, or are we not upgrading? And it's pottery. Still just pottery. So it means like the bazaar here is just doing a really awful job of walking by this location over here. Which makes sense. Perfect flood. Awesome. Alright, so we have 9 months to comply with Pharaoh. There we go. It's not the bazaar. It's not what. But then there's pottery, and these people, the things, they just don't have pottery. I'm probably using all the pottery up. Yeah, it's just don't have enough pottery. Oh, that's okay. We'll have more clay when these bricks are dealing with that stuff. Well, the bazaar also does pottery, right? Like the bazaar distributes the pots. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're probably low on it because we're low on clay. Yeah, we're low on clay. As if that's gonna help. Poor access to workers, but we got 8 of them. Because we had that huge stockpile of clay. And then it got all used up is what it looks like. So maybe we just, you know, make some more clay pits real quick. Because we can. These guys, I just love the guys chilling on top of the monument. Alright, so we got 30 blocks of limestone, 15 in storage yards. Well, we'll obviously get some more real quick here. There's nowhere to take this. What are you talking about? Except all limestone.
I'm not taking these supplies any further until someone's available to unload them.
We don't have enough workers, is what it looks like, at our little area. Well, what we can do is improve the area probably a little bit. Yeah, let's get some big statues down here. Obviously, we need giant statues of Pharaoh in order to get these people to... Oh no, what is going on with these fires? Alright, well the mastaba is at least finished up there. Alright, well, and we won immediately afterwards. Amazing.
Splendid! The mines you established at Tura have furnished all the limestone that Khufu has required so far. With the strong economy based on the productive Tura mines, your city has reached new cultural and social heights.
Yeah, so we totally did not do what the mission wanted us to do, which was make a whole bunch of limestone and then sell the limestone and then make a city around that. And we completely ignored all that and instead did it based on trading, because we're idiots.
Pharaoh Khufu has at last made his plans known, and his boundless aspirations are sure to weigh heavily upon our people. Pharaoh both curses and blesses your family, for though you have been awarded the status of nomarch, you have also been charged with carrying out the most ambitious building project ever to be undertaken in our land. Pharaoh's eternal resting place shall be a massive pyramid complex situated far from any city on the plateau outside Rosja. His sarcophagus shall be made of solid granite, and his funeral barge of precious Lebanese cedar. Beside Pharaoh's pyramid complex, a smaller pyramid shall also be built for his son Prince Khafra, whose tyranny rivals that of his father, though his achievements do not. Khafra also declares that his image be carved into the living rock at Rasja, upon a huge figure called a sphinx, with the body of a lion and the head of a man. To support the massive building effort needed for the completion of this monument, you'll need to establish a large settlement at Rasja. As such, conditions there may not be overly refined, for your goal is only to complete these 3 great projects and to honor Pharaoh. You will be provided with some of the fine white limestone needed for the outer casing of these pyramids, but you will also need to purchase much of what you need with the city's own funds. Pharaoh is entrusting you, one of his royal nomarchs, with these 3 sacred tasks. You must demonstrate unwavering dedication to Pharaoh and fulfill his wishes, whatever the cost.
Alright, so it looks like the only 2 things we have to accomplish are have sick-ass monuments and then have a kingdom rating of 50. So, like, please Pharaoh and have monuments. So let's take a look at what we've actually got to work with here. So we'll start off by just saving and take a look. So what we have to build are the Sphinx, which is this giant cat thing, the pyramid complex, which I guess needs access to water, is what's going on here. Yeah, it needs access to water, so that's going to be either something we have to build next to the water, or it's going to be something that's going to screw up everything. So we should make sure to probably plop that down at some point so we don't accidentally screw it up. And then we have the medium pyramid. Alright, so let's take a look at what resources we can get. So we can kill birds, so we got plenty of birds around here. Can we mine stuff? We have a gemstone mine and a plain stone quarry. So we can mine stone. We can mine gems. Where are the gems though? I don't even see the gemstones. They're around here though. Where could they possibly be? Or are they all gemstones? Yeah, so they're all gems. That's what it looks like. And what about... we have jewelers. Alright, so we can actually make jewelry. So let's take a look. We do not have clay or anything like that. We don't have any farming whatsoever, so we can't make anything. So literally our entire economy is going to be based on, like, jewelry and game meat or something. And it's just our kingdom standing and all that. So we're gonna have to think about what we want, because, like, they gave us this Nile area over here, and of course, like, it's pretty clear that they at one point had it, so there's probably we play this map some other time and we're able to actually farm. But it looks like we're probably going to have to make our big settlement over here near the birds and gemstone mine areas, and then we're gonna have to sell stuff. Now the question is, are there docks? Yeah, so there are docks. So let's take a look at our trading options. Is there only one? There's a water trade route to own. And Lebanon. So there's just literally like 2 cities. They buy gems and jewelry. These guys buy gems, jewelry, and all that stuff. They buy wood, but we're not going to be able to sell wood. They sell clay, but it's expensive. They buy beer. Does anybody sell Nobody sells barley? Yeah, that's what it's looking like, is it's definitely only water trade routes. And nobody even sells barley, so like we're not getting beer. That's just not going to happen. We might be able to... Yeah, like barley's not even a resource. Alright, so pottery is something. The difference, the price for pottery, turnaround is what? Like about 60 bucks. Linen, like we can't get cloth though. I mean, we can't get flax, it's just not available, so that's bad. We can do reeds. Reeds will get us 130. So papyrus would be a valid product to sell. And I guess plain stone is something, but does anybody actually... There's no way to export papyrus. Alright, so papyrus is an X, don't make papyrus. And pottery is... There's no export for pottery either, so literally there's no exports here. There's just gems and luxury goods. Trade route for import on meat. Does anybody have copper? Yeah, so somebody is importing copper, so we might actually... And weapons. So we might need copper and weapons. Weapons, question mark. Yeah, I know, Commander Dark Reaper, but I gotta play the game too. I'm not just gonna do what you say. I'm gonna do what I want. So, limestone is not there. So that's all we've got. So if we're gonna be exporting a whole bunch of stuff, we're gonna be moving all of our goods. So we want to set up like 2 big areas connected by transport. Like we're gonna want to make stuff over here, and then we'll have like a trading area over here. So we'll set up like trading and export over here, as well as like importing and then making pottery. And I guess we ship it back over to the west side. So where are we going to build our base for the west side? We need it next to water and all that, which I guess could be like right here. I mean, this is probably the obvious spot to make our city. Would be like somewhere right in here. It's not very big though. I mean, that would be just like a gigantic path. And it's closer, so it might be better to do it like right here. Yeah, I guess down here is probably the... I don't know. I think we should start up here. That's just seeming like the right call. So we'll probably build everything like right over here to start with. We don't need any sort of population requirements. We'll need any of that. So I'm going to take a quick break here, a couple minutes at least, and then I will be back to start on this mission. So I will be back in just a bit. I've been going for, what, how long? Getting up to 4 hours. So awesome. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, well, thanks for sticking around, Commander Dark Reaper, and for giving me the advice. Thank you for following as well. And you've definitely helped me out with the cluing me in that I should be using the active passive system. Kind of like I played a bunch of Factorio and the rest like that, so I understand the systems. I just kind of wasn't really. I didn't see that they were in this game. I did not expect a game kind of this old to have that sort of stuff. And I played Dwarf Fortress and all those other games where you have to do all the crazy shenanigan bullshit. I've just been, just getting back into this game and having some fun with it. And it's like, oh man, this actually has all that in there? Crazy. Anyway, let's start off our build here. It's important for me to realize that we actually don't have any requirements for for any of our people in this map. So like I can make like just ghetto awful areas, and that's actually not a problem in this one. So like it may be that what I should do is just set up like, you know, just horrible slums for all my people and just not bother with any of that crap. So it's kind of what I'm thinking right now, is we just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do some stuff like this. Ah, we're 1 square off. So what we can do is actually do this. I wonder if we can build a... Probably want to do the water crossing here for our bridge. Yeah, that looks nice. Let's kind of clear this up a little bit then. So we're going to set up industry, and we're going to set up all the things here. So let's get our road moving right out to there. Alright, so let's set up another area here for mining. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks good. Just like that. Alright, so that'll be our 2 big areas here. And then we're going to need our trading area, so why don't I make the water crossings for these guys. So we're going to need a bridge, just like so. So let's make it all the way out here to the road. Alright, so we got that going, and we're definitely going to want our trading zone. So our trading zone, we may also have like processing for other things, so why don't we just make it off a little bit like over here. Just like this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting out kind of houses, making sure I got my stuff counted out properly. Alright, let's get our roadblocks in and change our speed up a little. So let's see, roadblock here. We probably need to hook these guys up just like that. Throw some roadblocks down here and down here. And where are all the people coming from? Coming from the south. They're just gonna go straight across the... to create the... I think you mean the little entertainment venues? Yeah, the intersections to make entertainment venues. I haven't really wrapped my head around that whole thing yet. Which is kind of it kind of messes with stuff. I really like the packed in square style of building stuff, so it ends up kind of screwing up what I'm trying to do. So let's wait for some of these citizens to come visit us, and then we can start putting in the rest. Because a big mistake that I've always made is you start building all your cool stuff, and then like it all collapses by the time all the people move in to form all the service unions. Let's also make sure that we put our infrastructure and health and food correctly sourced so that our city keeps going. Alright, so let's start, getting the basic services up and running. So firehouse, architect, police station, get our water supply. Employees needed. Yes, yes. Get the apothecary. So let's get our water supply. Let's see. Firehouse, architect post, police station, apothecary, and physician. I'll just throw the physician down here as well. Very good. Nobody's come over here yet. Alright, so we've got all these. Let's start getting our... not our work camps, we want to start getting our gemstones going. Because we just want to get our cash money flowing. Ooh, that's not super great. Well, if we put an architect post down there, it should service the area quite well, so we should be okay with that. Alright, so these guys are going to be here. Definitely going to want something else. I think what I want to do is maybe make a road out here. Something along these lines, and what we'll do is put hunting lodges kind of like here. And maybe a granary here, and then we can put our roadblock right there. Throw our bazaar up over yonder. And so we got our mines working. Yeah, we'll get that all going. Should we also get these guys hunting? I mean, we might want to. So like, maybe delete this and throw like... throw another road. So it's like 1, 2, 3, something like so. And we can throw roadblocks in on those areas. Get our hunting lodges like right here and here, and then get another granary. Maybe like right there, and then a bazaar right next to it. That could definitely work. I could see our fireman getting a little bit confused and lost though, so we'll make sure to deal with that. And what about this? We need Ra and Ptah. So we need a temple to Ra. So we'll throw those down for our temples. And we need, what, some shrines to Ptah? Who was the patron? The patron is... Alright. Can I undo that temple? Yeah, temple to Ptah. Like, Ptah is the actual god that we need. So we'll need a shrine to Ptah and a shrine to Ra. Are those all shrines to Ra? Alright, fine. Whatever. And over here is starting to get started up, so let's make sure they are all working. And I want a granary over here and a bazaar. And let's start getting the basic services up and running. Because we don't need culture for this one. Police station. What, the apothecary. Then the physician. We're going to need a water supply down here. Not bad. Alright. So we are going to need a storage yard here for our gemstones. So let's get gems. Let's accept all down there. Let's also get a temple to Ptah. So we should have all the basic services for all of our dudes here. Let's see, what's our speed at? 70. Alright, our speed should be at 70. That should be just fine. And we're going to want to start making goods right away. So we want a jeweler slamming away at making us jewelry immediately. And jewelry is going to need to go all the way down to kind of our production zone here. So we're going to need a dock. So let's get a dock just immediately with a storage yard, which is going to accept, it's going to ask for all the luxury goods. So it's going to be like half full of luxury goods. And we're also going to have a storage yard right up here, which is going to accept luxury goods. And this storage yard will also ask for gems. So it's going to ask for like a quarter gems and a half luxury goods. Actually, we should do it a little bit differently, because we're going to be selling gems and luxury goods. And let's also make sure we have our water trade routes open so we can start trading immediately. So cool, we are definitely starting to make some progress. Alright, we're going to need those raw materials, so we're going to need the gemstones. Oh man, look at that. That's... I want to undo that gemstone mine. And what about up here? Can we get more gemstone mines? Yeah, okay, here. Here. Gemstone mine, gemstones.